Welcome to TFN Smart Trading Action Alert. I'm Laura Cadden. An area of continued interest to short and medium-term traders is base metals. On this program, we've discussed the profit potential in resources like nickel, copper, and molybdenum. But my guest today has uncovered a unique opportunity in yet another non-precious metal driven by the global commodities supercycle. Tungsten is one of the most durable metals around and has the highest melting point of all non-alloyed metals. The filament in the light bulbs in your home contain tungsten, but its manufacturing uses are varied and many. It's crucial to the production of high-strength, high-speed cutting tools. The military uses it in the making of armor for military vehicles and naval vessels, as well as an element in the creation of specialized armor-piercing ammunition. A new and more benign use has arisen in the making of jewelry. As one report described it, think of it as the platinum look without the platinum price. Currently, China is the source of 80% of this metal, but increasing domestic demand in China is now creating shortages in the global market. Andrew Mickey, Chief Strategist of Small Cap Commodity Prospector, has found a company that can possibly ease this demand and holds the promise of great potential gains for early investors and traders. So Andrew, it's my understanding that there are locations that have been identified that have commercial quantities of tungsten in California alone, hundreds of them. So why is it that we are so dependent on foreign supply?
Well, the problem actually comes down to our grade of supply. Where China can mine so much cheaper than we can, here in the US we have both environmental concerns and also low grades. So low grades make it barely economically feasible, and the environmental concerns of mining actually are just create further problems where the local governments won't allow any mining at all. Even in mining-friendly states like Idaho, for instance, Formation Capital, in their cobalt mine, they're actually having trouble getting that online due to just local politicians getting in the way. So mining isn't really friendly here in the U.S.
Especially in California.
Even more so, yes, even more so.
So China, in essence, controls the tungsten market by the supply that it has?
Yes, that's correct.
But it's devouring its own reserves right now?
Yes, and that's what's creating a big opportunity. China holds about 65% of the world's known tungsten reserves and accounts for 85% of the world's production. Now, as a result, China's been supplying the entire world with tungsten for the past 30, 40 years. But now with China's booming economy, it's just starting to use all of its tungsten by itself. And we saw this 2 years ago when China they cut out all subsidies for the Chinese tungsten mines. And within 3 months of that cutback, we saw tungsten prices soar 200%. And again, that's only in 3 months' time. And that shows you the kind of power China has over the tungsten market. And that's what we're seeing right now again when China is increasing the tax on exported tungsten. So now they're not just cutting subsidies, they're actually increasing taxes on exports. So the worldwide production that they're sending out to the rest of the world is actually going to decline even more so. And we're expecting another spike in prices. And
you discovered, if I'm correct, another source for this metal that can help ease this demand, and a company that's found something elsewhere, in the U.S. and elsewhere?
Well, that's correct. One of the companies that I'm looking at in the tungsten market is I actually went and visited one of their properties in Newfoundland a few weeks back.
Newfoundland?
Yes, Newfoundland. It's the easternmost island of Canada, and it's cold and out there. But what's actually going on is they're going to be the first near-term producer of tungsten to actually combat China's complete domination of the tungsten market. So that's what's really creating a big opportunity for them. But again, with this company, they have this great property there in Newfoundland, but they also have 3 others, and 2 of them are even larger. And just last week, they found an extra 6 million pounds of tungsten. And before, we were excited about just this property alone when they had 10 million pounds. And now they just found another 6 million. And on top of that, all that was found in just one vein. And up there in Newfoundland alone, they have more than 350 veins. So it's just a matter of time to find more and more and more tungsten up there. And that's the kind of opportunity we're facing.
So this company that you're talking about, what would you anticipate the type of potential gains early investors could make?
Well, we want to stay realistic here, but again, we see they're just finding more and more tungsten up there and in their other properties as well, and it's all very exciting. However, we need to look at what happened when other companies began producing. Like for instance, Primary Metals, a Portuguese tungsten producer, they have about a 0.2% grade of tungsten. And they've been producing tungsten for almost 100 years now. And in the last 2 years, we've seen that stock soar more than 1,500%. And that was just all thanks to their production and the tungsten market. And we've also seen North American tungsten, whose tungsten production is about to run out in about 2 years. We've seen their stock rise about 900% in the past 2 years. So that's kind of the opportunity we're facing. And it's reasonable to suspect that this company is going to see 400 to 500% gains by the end of the year, just in what we've seen in the tungsten market before. And as they bring production online, because that's the key. That's what happened with the previous two companies. When they brought more production online, that's when we saw their stock prices soar. And now with this company bringing production online, within about the next 18 months, we're going to see the same meteoric rise.
Tungsten also has another name, doesn't it?
Yes, tungsten's also known as wolfram, and tungsten, since it's a very old metal, it's known in Germany as wolfram and wolframite when it's tied with oxygen, and that all comes down to the actual chemical side of things. And there's also scheelite, which is a lower grade version. But the thing we want to focus on is just the amount of tungsten they have, or wolfram, and that's what's got me so excited.
Well, it sounds like you've really done your research. Now, this information is available to your members of Small Cap Commodity Prospector?
Yes, we have both the full report on this company, as well as we also have a video where we take you down inside on the property and take you there right on location. So you can see, like when I say one vein, well, we have a video of that vein, and plus all the other opportunities that are up there that have yet to be explored. But what we see in just this one vein, and again, there's 350 more potential ones there, that's just kind of the opportunity we're facing right now. And overall, we have a company with more than $1 billion worth of tungsten and about a $25 million market cap. And those are the kind of numbers or how you win big in the resource world.
Well, very interesting information. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
To learn more about tungsten and Andrew's trading information service, go to www.smallcapcommodity.com. Please tune in next week for another profitable opportunity on TFN's Smart Trading Action Alert. For TaipanFinancialNews.com, I'm Laura Cadden.